Hello everyone, and welcome to ReinaMoe's DIY and Designs. Tonight on day 2 of February, our month of love, I decided I'm going to teach you guys how to make a recycled candle. And the reason that I'm doing the little quote marks is because I'm not going to use a candle that's already been used for the sake of this tutorial. I actually purchased candles. The Dollar Tree had these beautiful candles. This one is rose scented, and they have a gardenia and I think one other scent. But I picked these up, and I'm going to end up using those because I wanted a very floral fragrance to be with this candle. But this is a technique that you can use with any candle that you've already burned, because unfortunately some people don't realize that you're supposed to clip the wick of your candle. Like this wick here should be clipped to 1/4 of an inch so that it can burn nice and smoothly. A lot of people don't do that. They go ahead and they will they'll go ahead and light the wick of the candle and it burns unevenly. So the center and the wick will be gone, but you'll have all of this extra on the side. So with those particular types of candles that you may have that you've already burned and you just have the little remnants, you can actually take those remnants and make it into another candle. So basically, I just kind of wanted to share with you guys today how you could actually do that. And one way is, if you have a candle that has the remnants left over in the jar, if you put the jar in the freezer for about 30 minutes or so, then you can take a sharp instrument and just kind of dab at it, and it'll come right out, and you won't have a lot of waxy residue. Another way that you can do it is obviously by heating the candle, by putting it in some hot water, and you can heat it up, and then you can actually pour it out and discard the candle or set it aside so that you can then do this technique. So basically what you will do to repurpose the candle is you will open up your candle, obviously. So let me do that. So once you have your candle open, this particular candle is so cute. It came on a little glass plate so that you could burn it that way. So I'm going to set this aside because it'll end up being another DIY. So with this particular candle, and it smells so beautiful. The name of it is Rose, and it smells exactly like that fresh. So what you'll do is you'll take your candle, and if you can take the bottom sticker off, and then the wick, sometimes, not all the time, but the wick actually will slide out sometimes. So if that happens for you, great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much, because you can always buy wicks at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, places like that. The next thing you're going to do is, as you can see, I've already done that, is you take the candle, and with a grater, a cheese grater that you will only use for wax, or like this one is 1810 stainless steel, so this can be cleaned and sanitized. But I have like 4 different cheese graters, so I just dedicate this one to candles. So all you do is just grate your candle until you have it completely grated, and that is what is in here. I've done this red candle as well as a white candle already, so that's what you see in here. And one thing about this here red rose candle, it's almost like cheese. When I don't know if anybody has ever had the Bonnie Bell cheese, the little bitty red cheese bells that you have to peel the wax off. This is similar to that, because this red scented wax is around a white scented candle. It's actually pinkish colored now because of the wax, but after you grate it, this is what the red will look like. And this is what the center will look like. It's actually like a pinky tone. So you'll see I have a red, I have a pink, and I also have a white. So this is going to be a tri-colored candle. So I'm just going to set these things right here for the time being. And the next thing that we're going to do is actually work on our vessel, which I'm going to be using the heart glass from the Dollar Tree. But I know that they have this at King Dollar. I'm pretty sure you can find any kind of heart-shaped vessel nowadays at any of the craft stores. So the first thing I want to do is actually embellish the vessel. And what I've done is I've picked up ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and as you guys know, I've already picked up some diamond wrap from the Dollar Tree as well. So I'll probably be pulling that out. But since our project yesterday was red, and it had a little bit of white from that center embellishment, and then it had the rhinestones and the red bling wrap, I'm not going to use the ones that have gold in them. So I'm going to set those aside for another project, and we're going to focus on just the red and the white. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some hot glue, and I'm only going to be on camera making one candle, but I'll show you a second way of making a candle as well a little bit later on. So I'm going to go with the XOXO. And what I'm going to do is start in the center of the groove, and I'll place a dot of hot glue in the center, apply my ribbon, and then just go all the way around the vessel. And be careful because it can kind of come out gloppy. Now you can add hot glue to the back of the ribbon and go all the way around the vessel. But what I'm going to do is just kind of measure mine out and then see if I need to do that or if I can just adhere it on the ends. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Put a little bit of hot glue on the ribbon and then affix it. Just like so. And next, because you know I'm a bling girl, I'm going to add bling. Like little flowers. So I'm just gonna take that, and it's a very wide piece. It's something like 10 yards, and I think it was less than $12. It might have even been $9.95. But I'm just going to go ahead and measure around and adhere it, and when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now we have our bling wrap and our ribbon applied to our vessel. The next step is going to be actually putting the candle together. So what we're going to do is, like I showed you, in using the candles, sometimes you can actually salvage the wick, and we were able to do that for 2 of them. But for the third one, the wick came out in 2 pieces. You have the base clamp and you have the wick. So what I'm going to do is actually show you how to fix this. If you'll see the back of the clamp, it has an opening there. Now there's wax in there, so you can't see the opening, but towards the front you can see where it's been closed shut. So all you do is take a nail, the appropriate size nail. This is incorrect and this is the right size, and you just want to push it through the back to coax the hole open. And I just give it a little bit of a wiggle and it opens right up. Now all you have to do is feed the wick through like so. So I've just fed the wick through at the bottom, and then all I'm going to have to do is take, these are my little jewelry pliers, and I'm going to pinch this clamp shut where it was pinched shut before. And make sure I secure it very, very well. And now I have a new wick. So that's just a little thing to just kind of help you know you can salvage or fix candles, because sometimes, you know, we have problems with our wicks. So now all I'm going to do is take the 3 wicks and place them in the candle holder with a little dab of hot glue so that they'll stay before I actually start filling it with the candle. So I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue on the metal, a tiny dab, and then see where I want to place it and set it. This works really well for this type of application. If you are going to actually pour the wax, which is another video that I will be doing this month, it'll probably be like project number 5 or 6. And show you exactly how to do that with melted wax. You would actually want to use wax to help set it and set the wicks where you would like them inside your vessel. But for this technique, using a little bit of hot glue is sufficient. Okay. This poor little wick is having a little trouble, but that's okay. The next thing that you do is begin to fill your candle. So since you've already graded your candle, you just have to decide, okay, I've got red, I've got white, and I've got pink. How do I want this to be graduated? Do I want my red on the top and graduate down to the pink and the white at the base? Or do I want to mix it up and have white at the top with a little pink and red at the bottom? Or white and then red and then pink? The options are limitless. It's whatever it is that you would like to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to have the red at the bottom. Then I'm going to do a layer of white. Then I'm going to do a layer of pink. Then I'm going to do another layer of red. That's what I'm going to attempt. Oh, this smells so good, y'all. And you just fill it up as neatly as you can. If you want to use a spoon or a scoop or anything like that to help make it easier, by all means do that. You also, if you have a lazy wick like this one here, then you can just kind of give it a little bit of support, because you want them to be standing up straight. So that's something that you keep checking for. Okay, so I have my layer of rose red. Next, I'm going to use a layer of white. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because it's such a stark contrast in colors. And, you know, I just think it's so pretty. So I'm going to do that. Oh, it smells so good. And just spread it around. Let's get a little bit more of that white. And just spread it around, making sure that we keep the wicks nice and centered so that your candle will burn evenly. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see this, but isn't that pretty? So far, so good. Okay, next we're going to use the pink. Now you can use whatever candles you like. Like I said, I picked these up at the Dollar Tree because I'm a Dollar Tree girl. But you can use Yankee candles, whatever candles it is that you like. The other tutorial that I'm going to show you is going to be with jarred candles that are jarred already. Look how pretty. Look at that. Looks almost like a cake. Okay, now we're going to top it off with the, and you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to try and do red in the center, and then a little bit of white, and then do pink on the, you know what, red in the center, a little bit of pink around the edges, and then white around the ends. Let's see if I can do this. I tell you what, if we did this with the funnel, it would be a whole lot easier. Or even cookie cutters, if you used a cookie cutter as a guide, that would be really cute too. And so I'm just kind of using my finger to make a little bit of a heart shape. I don't know about you guys, but my Boo Bear, he loves candles, so he's going to love this. He's going to wonder, how did I do it, first of all? I'll tell him to watch the video. Okay, that's a cute little heart. Then we're going to do the pink. You know what, I think I'm going to do the white because the white is just such a stark color contrast. And this is a really good craft that you could do with the kids. As long as they're older kids, they can safely use a grater and put it together. That can be a child of any age, as long as they know not to try and eat it. Remember those days. Look at that. It's really coming along nicely, y'all. And you know what? I think I'm going to go back in with the red because there's a lot of the pink along the sides already. And you can wear gloves while doing this too, because you never know. Sometimes people have different allergies and such. And there could be something in the wax that a person could be allergic to. So keep that in mind as well. But it is just candle wax. Okay, and we'll do some pink around the edge. That'll be real easy to do. No need to really freehand anything. You're just putting it right along the edge. And just feeling where you may have gotten a little bit overzealous with another color. And here you go. It kind of looks like arts and crafts with mom, but really and truly it is the thought that counts. And this is a wonderful thought. Just look how cute that turned out. Oh, wow. So, having said that, I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. It was kind of quick, not as quick as I would like, but it was kind of a quick tutorial, not difficult at all. Like I said, this is something that you could do with your kids, or let your kids watch the video and they can do that for this little arts and craft for their little sweetheart, and impress a young lady or a young man. So, if you guys like this tutorial, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below. I really, really love it whenever I'm reading different comments and stuff from everyone. I also would like to ask you, share the video, because this is family friendly. And I really do think that this is an idea that should be shared with all of your loved ones. So on that note, let me pick up my little masterpiece. Have a wonderful evening, y'all.